Hello, everybody. What is going on? Um, I today wanted to come on and talk a bit about um, if I could gather my thoughts. I wanted to talk about being weird and annoying, being strange and abnormal, and being loud about your hobbies and your interests, because it's really not. Um, I'm somebody who was bullied a lot as a kid, because I wasn't like other guys in my class, and I had different interests and hobbies that people thought were weird or dumb or lame, and I ended up suppressing a lot of who I was for a very very long time. Um, and that really ate at me, and it ate at my mental health. And I went from having a lot of friends to having a small group of friends. And now I'd say I have a lot of friends again, but it's especially if you're in school. I feel like it's a very different environment than when you're out in the real world. Because there's more like, not to say that there's not cliques, in the adult world, but like it is significantly more in high school and in school in general. And I feel like there, there there's a lot of people out there who feel embarrassed by certain aspects of themselves or what they like to do, what they're interested in. And I think part of that comes from this like cringe culture. Like a phrase I see a lot online is like, oh, we need to bring back bullying, which I personally hate. And I get that most of the time it's a joke and stuff, but it's usually about stuff that's just completely harmless, right? Like if somebody's like a furry or like into a show that people think is like My Hero, or like a brony, something like that, where it's like they're not causing harm to anyone. They're not physically affecting anybody in any way, but we see it and we're like, oh, that's cringe. And I think it's okay to think that, but it's also ridiculous to expect people to not do things that make them happy to make you feel comfortable. Does that make sense? And I feel like it's very important to be just 100% genuinely yourself. And of course, there's, gauge the people around you and all things in moderation. But if you are in school, when you become an adult, and I feel like the internet has also helped younger generations reach this as well, which is nice. You will find communities that share your same interests. And it's important to remember that people that there's 8 billion people on the planet. Most of them are not going to like what you like or think how you think. Most of them you wouldn't get along with. And that's okay. Because there's also, out of 8 billion, there could be hundreds of millions who do like you, who do enjoy the same things that you do. It's just a matter of finding those people. And you can find those people by being vocal and outward about your interests. Nobody who would shut down the things that you're interested in or call you annoying or weird or cringe or whatever is worth keeping in your life. Because there are people who would not. There are people who will accept you as you are. There are people who love what you love, who are just as passionate about the same things that you are. And I think it's important to seek out those people. Try to find those people who like the anime you watch, or like the art that you're into, or the TV show that you really like, or the sport that you play, or whatever. There are communities out there for everything, because people are different and people are weird. Nobody has it is impossible to perfectly please every single person. It can't be done, because people want different things. I mean, it's as simple as that. Everybody wants, this person wants you to do this person wants you to do this person likes this person likes that. You can't control that. And fighting against the things that you love and the things that you want to do, it exclusively harms you. It doesn't hurt anybody else, and it doesn't help anybody else. Okay, you stop doing this thing, or you stop cosplaying because somebody made fun of you for it. No, that's totally valid, right? Those feelings are valid, and it sucks when stuff like that happens. But it's important to keep moving afterwards and not let go of the thing that you love just because somebody made fun of you for it. Because it's part of who you are, and it brings you joy, and life is hard. Do the things that make you happy. As long as you're not hurting other people, it shouldn't matter, right? Like if your hobbies are harmless, who cares? Do whatever you want. As long as you're not hurting people or infringing on their ability to do what they want to do, have at it. I think it's just a waste of time trying to please people. I think there are people worth, supporting and loving and caring for, and, reciprocating any care that they give you, But seek out and try to surround yourself with the people that do care about you, that do care about your interests and will listen. Even if it's not something they're interested in, right? There are people who will listen and hear you yap about shit. I mean, that's what I do on this channel. I sit here and yap about shit, and there's like 5 people that watch, but I do it because I love to do it. And I get transphobic comments and stuff, and it's not going to stop me. Because there's a ton of transphobes out there, but there's just as many people who aren't. There's just as many people who do support me and like me and like the things that I like. And I'm going to focus on pleasing those people, because they care. And those are I want to please the people who support me, not the people who want me to change. Not to say that there's not things that should be changed, that there's things you can't improve or work on. But I don't know, it's like kicking a dead horse. It's pointless. And it doesn't get you anywhere. It doesn't get them anywhere. And I believe life is about experimenting with things, having experiences and finding what you love and embracing it and nourishing it, making that a part of you. I think it's a really beautiful thing. I think it's one of the most important parts of the human experience. But I hope that you'll be able to accept yourself and live for yourself because you are worth living for. I love you guys, and I will see you next time.